Oh, yes, I have felt the weight of being behind on my bills. I have had the 3-day eviction notice on my front door. I have received the shut-off notices for my utilities in my mailbox. I have had a tow truck take away my car at a time when my credit score was below 400. And I have had those creditors calling my phone nonstop, wanting their payments. Now, yes, I can sit here and blame all of that on other people and my circumstances at the time. If my ex husband would have paid his child support, I wouldn't be behind on my rent. I lost my job because of a hurricane, so I can't make my car payment. My credit cards stopped getting paid because of a 2-year long pending divorce. But what would be the point in doing that? I can't control the weather and I can't control what other people are doing. But what I can control is myself, how I respond to things, the way I feel about it, and the way I choose to deal with it. Let's start at the beginning. How we end up behind on bills is number one, we might have an income problem. Number two, we might have a spending problem. Or number three, we have a combination of both. I personally had an income problem and no one was coming to save me. In fact, I didn't even want anybody to come save me because that would have been just one more person that I would owe. And I knew that I didn't have enough money coming in, but you know what I did have? The desire to have more in my life and in my daughter's life, the ability to adapt to literally any situation, and complete disregard for what anyone else thought about me or what I was doing. So I'm going to tell you what I did to dig myself out of those situations, to hopefully help you start to have some breathing room and to see the light at the end of that dark tunnel. Believe me, it is there. I promise. I know it doesn't feel like it right now, but it won't take much for you to gain that momentum. And I am a firm believer in breaking things down into smaller bite-sized pieces. What can I do right now? What am I going to do later today? What is on my list for tomorrow? And by the end of the week, this, and this needs done. But I want you to stop there. I do not suggest thinking any further than this week and the things that you are going to do within that time frame. When you are in the middle of this, lights about to get shut off, rent is behind dilemma, don't start thinking about next month because you're just going to get really overwhelmed with it all and just start crying. We aren't doing that. There's no crying. Let's just get this behind you. Let's do that. Come on, go ahead and download this. It is linked below for you guys. It is a free packet. We're going to go over it right now. This is a guide to keep you on track and a path to get through it. Been there, done that. So go grab your pen and get this out of the printer. Come on, I'm going to show you. Here we go. Okay, and here we go. We've got your back on track budget. Let's get into this and see what step one is going to be. Number one priority for you right now is food. You, your kids, your family, you've got to eat. And these are my rules so far. There's no crying and there's no starving. So what is the lowest that you can go here? I want you to write it down, and I'm going to put some averages here based on how many people are in your house to help you set up a number if you're just not sure what to put there. So no matter how far behind in your bills you are right now, I want you to go get your food, get your groceries in your refrigerator, and that is going to be one less worry that you will have. No eating out. Do I even need to say that? You know what? For some of you, I probably do. So again, no eating out. I tell my youngest daughter all the time, go buy a loaf of bread, a jar of peanut butter, and a bag of chips. Take it to work. For $10, you have your lunch for the next couple weeks. I did this for years and it saved me a ton of money. And side note here for you guys, if you qualify for SNAP or WIC benefits, apply. If you need food banks, go. That is what I did. Salvation Army helped me out when I needed it. I will tell you more about that in a minute. You know you've got your churches that will help and 211.org. I don't want anyone to suffer in silence. Now, if it's just a little help that you need on how to save at the grocery store, I do have a video on that and I will link it below. Now let's move on to step 2. And that is going to be to get your utilities current. And you guys, cable TV and Netflix are not utility bills. Cancel those right now if you currently have anything like that. The gym, lawn, pest, pool service, cleaning lady, nail appointments, any of those types of bills, cancel today. Did you just hate on me? And I actually went ahead and added this page in for you guys so that you don't forget. And you can also keep track of the ones that you have canceled, and maybe when everything gets back to normal, you can start turning some of those back on. But here we have our actual utilities. We have electricity, propane, and water, and you're gonna put what the amount is that you are behind on and the amount that you need to be current again. I've also got here who you spoke to, the date that you spoke to them, and you can write any notes about the conversation in each section. Now here's something that I need you to listen to. If you have the money and you've been sending it to your credit cards in order to stay current with them, stop. It goes to electric, not Capital One. We are prioritizing. You cannot even begin to think about how to deal with things like interest accruing and your FICO score when you're worried that you won't have water to take a shower. Keeping your house, keeping it running, and having food is what we are starting with. Are you with me here? Bite-sized pieces. Let's digest this for a second. Okay, so you know now that food is a number one priority. You have your plan for that. You know a reasonable amount to spend at the grocery store. You know that you can apply for temporary benefits if you need to. You know that you can ask for and find help. You will not eat out. You also understand that your credit card payments never come before your utilities, ever. Once your fear of getting evicted and sitting in the dark is behind you, you will be able to sit down and think clearly about how you will tackle your debt. If you are watching this video because you are truly behind on your regular monthly bills, you are shaking your head in agreement right now. You understand that debt repayment is a whole other video. Okay, so if you don't have the money right now to pay these utilities up to current, you are going to call all of your utility companies and you're going to explain to them that you have fallen behind and you need help. First, would they be willing to waive any of the late fees to help you get current faster? Then ask, is there an assistance program available to me? And what would a payment plan look like for me? Remember when I mentioned Salvation Army? I actually went to them because my utility company told me when I was calling about my shut-off notice that the Salvation Army helps with paying utility bills. And you guys, they did. They paid over $400 for mine. And while I was there applying, the lady asked me if I would like to take a spin around their food bank before I left. And I hadn't even thought about that until she said it. I was so focused on and worried about this bill. And you guys, I was just so grateful to go home that day with a bag of groceries. I will never forget the kindness of those ladies at the Fort Pierce, Florida Salvation Army and how they made me feel like it was totally okay to be there asking for help. Because, yeah, I typically have issues with asking for help. Okay, so let's get to step 3, and that is your house payment. Again, you're gonna write down what you're behind and what you need to get current. If you are a renter, I want you to ask your landlord to work with you. Maybe they can add a certain amount and let you start paying weekly to get caught up. Whatever they will do to help you. If they charged you late fees, ask if they would be willing to waive those for you as well. Let them know that paying your rent is your top priority and you will never allow this to happen again. Now, I want you to remember that typically getting you out is going to cost them more time and more money than just working with you and letting you get caught back up. Think about it. They're going to have to go through the process of getting you out, cleaning and repairing the house for new renters, advertising it, dealing with the potential renters, running credit checks and background checks. It all costs money and time. And remember that when you're speaking to them, you may be behind on payments, but you are easier to keep than you are to boot. Now, if you live in a complex or are renting from a property management company rather than just a solo person, these can be a little more difficult. Very strict rules and not a lot of wiggle room. You can try, but you probably won't have much luck. I lived in a place like this, and the first thing I did was I went from a 2-2 apartment down to a 1-1 apartment to cut on the costs, and that did work for a little while, but eventually I just had to admit that I could not afford the rent by myself. I ended up breaking that lease and moving into a roommate situation with my 3-year-old daughter. Everyone thought that I was absolutely insane for moving in with 2 guys that I did not know, but everyone wasn't paying my bills. And that situation ended up working out for me for 1 full year. I was able to save up some money and get myself situated. The worries at that time of my looming divorce and dealing with putting my daughter in daycare for the very first time, finding a job that had consistent hours and consistent pay, I felt like I could finally focus on getting my life together instead of all of that I just mentioned and trying to pay rent that I couldn't afford. I basically just prioritized and I took what I could deal with at that time in small increments. There are always going to be times in your life that are just trying you, but remember, it is all temporary. Okay, and what if you have a mortgage? That is a little different than renting, right? You just can't walk away from that. Now, how do you react when you hear the word roommate? I know that can bring an immediate and resounding no from a lot of people. But think about how you would feel if you really did have to go through with a foreclosure. Hmm. I can bet that you know someone who would benefit from moving in with you, or someone you know knows someone that could benefit from moving in. It doesn't have to be a stranger, and it certainly does not have to be permanent. Another thing that I love is the Neighbor app. Now, I'm not affiliated with this app, but I have used it. I've mentioned in other videos when we could not find an open storage place for our RV, I ended up finding the Neighbor app, and we ended up parking our RV on a gentleman's property instead of in a typical storage facility. And when I was there parking the RV, he told me about how excited he was to be able to run this business just from his home and how the extra cash that he was making was amazing. He was retired and he wasn't really thinking of doing anything like this at this point in his life, but it turned out to be a really great thing for him. And you don't necessarily have to have a large yard or acreage to be able to do this. When you look on the app, you will see that people rent out their sheds, part of their garage, driveways, even a closet or an empty bedroom. So, what are your thoughts? Where is your head at now? Are you thinking that you might just need to move out and start looking for something else? Could you deal with a roommate? Could you be a roommate? Can you rent any space that is around your house for some extra cash? And the last thing for your back on track budget is Getting your car back to current. And you're going to do the same thing here. How much are you behind? And then to get current, call them. What can they do to help you? Can we waive the late fees? Can we do an interest-only payment? Maybe you can lower your car insurance, lower your gas. Can you start ride sharing with a coworker? Again, make your vehicle work for you instead of making it such a burden. Can you Uber, DoorDash, Instacart? There's a Turo app where you can rent your car for the weekend when you aren't driving it. While you are dealing with these things and getting your living expenses back on track, you may be falling more and more behind on your credit cards, loans, medical expenses. Hey, listen, these things are and always will be less important than you having a roof over your head and having food. Credit scores and debt is not life and death. And here's how to deal with them. Don't hide and just try to keep the communication open with your creditors. Ask them to pause the interest and for some info on their hardship program. Be honest in just telling them that your priority right now is not to be homeless and that you will deal with them once you have some stability back. Try to make as much extra money as you can. Work, work, work. Sell as much of your stuff as you can. Take back items in your home that are still within their return window. Whether it's an income problem, a spending problem, or both, do not get another loan. Do not contact a debt consolidation company. Forget about birthdays, vacations, Christmas. None of that is important right now. Everything is just going to have to take a back seat until you are okay. You can do this. I need you to focus, like I said. Don't think too far out. Just right now. What can you do right now? Do that. Then what? Do that. Just bite-sized pieces. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button so that other people that need to see it can find it. You could even share it with someone that you know is having a hard time. The one thing they need to hear might be in this video. Feel free to check out the channel while you are here. I'm pretty sure there are some videos down there. And I know there's one right here. If someone asked me to point them to the best video to watch after this one, I would watch this.